Lost attraction. I've been dating my boyfriend for about a year and a half. We met senior year of high school and at the beginning it was fun. We went to basketball and football games together, hung out and got drunk on the weekends with friends and all that other fun high school stuff. I never thought he was the most attractive guy, but he was cute and funny. However, with COVID and quarantine, I've got to see him a bit more than I normally would, and my feelings have changed. I no longer find him attractive and often catch myself looking and thinking about other men. My BF has lost a lot of weight, he just doesn't really get hungry. There's no underlying medical issue. To put it in perspective, he's about 6 feet, 20 years old, and weighs less than I do. He's 127 pounds. It makes me feel uncomfortable that he's less than I am. I'm 130 and 5 feet 3 inches. He's a good guy though, he cares about me, loves spending time and cuddling and all that cute shit. He always wants to have sex, and I've been making up excuses like my head hurts, it hurts, etc. And I feel guilty. I love him, he's sweet and always there, but I don't feel that connection with him that I've felt with others before him. Do I stay with him and try to build that attraction? Do I tell him the truth even though I know it would crush him since he's already insecure? I'm confused and I feel so guilty. I'm fucking my ex's best friend. I dated my ex for nearly 4 years and the entire relationship sucked. We had bad sex, we didn't get along great. I have no idea why we stayed together that long. He was super possessive over me and didn't let me talk to other guys, be it family members, co-workers, etc. I spent a lot of time with him and his friends though, and I was one of the boys with them. We broke up nearly 2 years ago, but I stayed in touch with one of those friends. He's sexy as hell, and he's got his shit together. I messaged him and asked if he wanted to come see me and he said yes. He drove nearly 2 hours to come spend the night. We did every position we could manage. We couldn't even finish the 3rd round because we were so exhausted and sore. I can barely walk and my back feels broken. He fucked me like he loved me and hated me at the same time. It was surreal. Best sex of my life. He's coming back next week. My ex would lose his shit if he knew. I still wonder what if about a high school crush. I'm in a committed relationship and have been happily for more than 5 years. But I still wonder what might have been if a summer crush, SC, and I had worked out. We met and flirted in a summer vacation spot in high school, but he was taken. First summer love for me. Probably enough to explain the rest. We kept in touch sporadically but eventually it stopped. But then we ended up in colleges close by to each other. Sophomore year he reached out and we met up, but I was in a relationship. We smoked but I got way too high and asked to leave because I was having trouble remembering what was going on and trying to stay faithful to my long-distance BF, who I knew I should have broken up with the year before but was never assertive enough to. Ultimately stayed with them till senior year and then broke up. Spent nearly all of college in an unhappy long-distance relationship, parable for another time. He was nice and obliged to take me back to my campus, but I could tell he looked hurt and confused and it made me feel terrible, but I couldn't explain that I wasn't as cool as I claimed and was just too high. It obviously got awkward after that. We lost touch but are still friends on Facebook. I still lose my breath when his photo passes on Facebook and I often wonder what might have been if I had had the balls to end it with my previous boyfriend in college before I saw SC again, or I hadn't been trying to show off and smoked so much and was just honest with him. He seems happy and I'm happy, but God, sometimes I want a free week to just be with him and the person he is in my head at least, or get some kind of clarity. Or pretend to be the high school kids we used to be.